New York and on the new Hot 97 app. Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
Impeach the MF is trending.
Yeah.
Also trending.
Impeach the MF?
Yeah.
Okay.
Impeach the mother effer is trending.
Yeah, we got all the cute hashtags. We got all the
I'm
hashtags.
saying that's what I've been saying.
But Shani, you keep, I just don't.
But you're saying the same thing that I'm saying.
Yes, but I don't
That
like your
everybody
attitude
is
about
gonna
it.
You're still optimistic. Right?
I just-
but we're saying the same thing.
Yes, but I just wish that at least people like you would say, hey, but I'm still on board for whoever
Shani doesn't
it is.
I
even
don't
vote,
believe
man.
in
Why
the
would?
whole it's
Why do y'all even?
nonsense.
Yo, here's my thing. Why do we even listen to people who don't vote?
Yo, 50% of the population don't vote. But that's
Okay,
not even
so
the context.
let's not listen
And
to
we
them.
know
We should
who's
listen
gonna
to
win. We know who's gonna win in New York anyway.
Yeah, but if
so
those,
that's a whole nother
but if those
conversation.
50% of people voted, guess who wouldn't be president?
You believe that?
Yes.
All right.
I
When he already lost by 3 million.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that the people who made sure they didn't miss that election were the racists who love Donald Trump. I believe the people on our side are apathetic and sit around and didn't do anything.
Same way we believe what he just said in terms of Wall Street being able to spring. It's politics, man.
Well, that's
they
what-
can
I know
move it
it's
however
politics.
they want to move it. However they want it to look, they can do it however
But the only way you're going to
to
deal with Wall Street and the banks over a long period of time, which is a long period of time, is if you have somebody in the White House that's actually looking out for the mass amounts of people and trying to pass policy that gets us to a certain place where you can help the middle class and help people in the lower class actually move into the middle class.
That's what they did with
You're
Barack.
only-
They give you a little 8-year movement.
No, but
as a
I'm going to
temporary
remind
employee.
everybody. I'm going to remind everybody. We
Get you up
let
outta here.
Barack down.
We
didn't-
did?
Yes. We didn't vote in 2010, bro. We got Barack in 2008, and nobody voted at the midterms to make sure the House and the Senate was taken care of. He lost the House and the Senate. You can't get nothing done.
So we let them down.
Same way Trump ain't getting nothing done right now. The only thing Trump's doing right now is just stirring up mess.
Yeah, and making the country worse because of the
Well, no, because if
social
he keeps
implications.
everybody divided and everybody arguing, we're not paying attention to policy.
Right.
We're not paying attention to actually things that could change people's lives or help people. We're paying attention to like scrambling to save our own lives.
And Shani,
Right.
to go back to what you said about it's all politics. I'm not saying you don't have there's not some merit there to have that idea. Yeah. But you realize the things that he's repealing environmentally that a Democrat would never repeal,
Of course.
that's going to hurt your children. Like
Right.
they're literally taking protections on the environment that we need and repealing them.
Right,
You
but
think
people
he's the
like
one? You
right,
think
but
it's just him?
people like Shani are gonna 10 years from now be like, I told y'all this whole thing was screwed up. I know we can't breathe any air. I'm gonna buy my air tank, and I know the ice. I know. I know New York City's flooding. I told y'all.
You gonna be the
politics
ones
from the beginning.
You're Mr. I told y'all. In 10 years, you're gonna be like, I told
No,
y'all.
absolutely.
He is
That is-
Mr. I told
that
you.
is
I'm
Ebro.
Absolutely.
But at least he
I
voted.
laughed
My
I laughed
point,
in
but at
y'all
least he
face when
voted-
Trump became president.
At
But I
least he
still
voted his-
participate.
He voted his opinion into
I still
the air.
participate because it's not. I don't feel like it's a fool's errand.
Right. Well,
I still participate.
in my own way. But in this, what I was saying was crazy.
Which way is that?
Hands on.
All right.
Not just
That's
going
right.
to click
That's
a
right.
box every
That's
4
right.
years
That's
or whatever
right.
people
That's
think
right.
they do.
Well, you
But
got to
my
pass.
thing is-
You still got to pass laws, bro. You still in there
Yeah, there's
talking.
other
You
ways
still
to
in
do
there
it.
talking
There's
at
other ways
public
to do it.
schools. Here's the thing: we all get out here and talk to the kids, right? But if we're not actually finding jobs for their parents, the outcome is still the same,
There's
bro.
different ways to affect change.
Fam.
No, that's fair. Ebro,
There's
you can't
different
deny
ways
there's
to
Nah,
affect
bro.
change.
It's about
not
jobs,
just-
bro. It's
not
about
just
jobs,
that.
bro.
Nah, but you can change
If you're
somebody's
not
morale
get-
and their state of thinking.
But if you're not putting
just
food
jobs,
in their fridge, man, if you're not putting food in people's refrigerators,
then it
bro,
doesn't matter what you.
Yes.
So somebody who's about to try and commit suicide, me talking to them or
But
trying to
that's not
connect with
policy.
the kid doesn't matter.
That's not policy, bro. We're talking
We're
about
not talking
policy.
policy. I'm talking about
yes, we
affecting
are, man.
change.
Yo, fam, we're talking of this. When we talk about voting, we're talking about laws and policy.
I'm talking about creating change.
But see, that's
in
not
different ways.
what we're talking about.
That is what we're
no,
talking
we're
about.
not.
No,
man.
what is? We can have both.
No,
We
we're
should-
not.
we
That's
can
not
have
what
both.
we're talking about right now. That's why people always get confused. We're talking about policy changes that free up budget so you can make things happen for people. That's what we're talking about. The work in the community is a different work.
It's great.
It's a
Right,
great
there's
work.
different
It's just
ways-
different.
there's
And
different
people
ways
that
to
try to
consider-
use that convo as if you don't, I'm not going to participate in policy changes
I
that
don't
free up
trust it.
money so that people can actually put food on their plate is a different piece of work than community work,
Right,
man.
it's a different conversation.
But
And I'm
so
talking
don't when
about
we
there's
talking
different
about
ways to
policy, when
participate.
we talking about policy, don't just use that as a scapegoat. Just
No,
say,
I'm just
look,
saying
I
one
don't
example.
vote. I
Shani
don't
versus
vote.
Ebro.
But don't just chime in and act like policy change isn't important.
No, I mean, Absolutely important. My point is you can participate in different ways.
You
And this
can, but
system
we
I
are
don't
not
trust.
talking about
We
that.
need- we're saying we need you, Shani. We need people like
We
you.
need
to
We're
everybody
not
to
talking
jump
about
in
that.
and cast the vote. I get it.
We're not
I get
talking
it.
about that, bro.
So in this situation with Trump, just vote for whoever you feel is going to be against him. I get you. Everybody jumped in.
The same way we brought the DAs up here, the same way every time I bring up a House of Representatives person, this person from Harlem, from Queens, from this place, Antonio Gatto in the 19th District, all of these, Ocasio-Cortez, we bring all these people up here. It gets 2 views on YouTube. 2. 2.
But if Ebro mentions 6ix9ine, it gets 800,000.
I can talk about
Exactly,
6ix9ine, it gets 800,000. The problem
Exactly.
is we are not getting on this platform and teaching
People don't
people the
trust it.
difference in the types of work. We could go to high schools all day long, bro. But if we're not helping people get jobs, what is the point?
But don't downplay that part.
No, I'm
I
not.
hear you,
I'm
I
saying
hear you.
it's a different
all
combo.
connected
I'm
too,
saying
Tony.
when we're
Right.
talking about this right here, we're talking about jobs. And we're talking about putting food in people's refrigerators so that they can enjoy their family and have a great mental health because their community and everything is thriving, which makes your community work easier.
But when has that ever happened? If I was Shani, I would argue,
Right.
when has that ever happened? Did it happen under Barack? Nope. Did it
Then what
under
happened
Trump?
under
No.
Barack?
But we
More
failed
jobs?
Barack.
The things
We
that you're
failed
saying
Barack.
that people in the community Shani's talking about really felt better.
Probably never.
Probably never.
Probably
So that's
never.
what-
You
that's
can't
what
act
makes it
like
hard.
not
We failed
participating
Barack,
doesn't
right?
change.
No, I agree, Laura. I want him to participate. That's right. But then at the same time,
Nah,
once
I
we
get
say
you.
it, I'm
That's what
like,
I'm
wait,
saying.
but nothing ever
Right,
changes.
but here's the problem. You have candidates that are really talking about change. You have candidates that are really talking about change, and nobody wants to vote for them because they're not mudslinging and pointing fingers. They're actually talking about policy change.
Right. Yeah.
And nobody wants to vote for Elizabeth Warren. Nobody wants to vote for Bernie. Oh, we don't think he's too left, he's too this. Nobody wants to take Andrew Yang seriously, who's like, yo, my man, check this out. We're already spending $1 trillion in welfare. Just throw another few hundred trillion on that and give everybody over $1,800.
And everybody's talking about jobs. He's clearly telling you.
He's like, yo, fam, I got
automation
the
is
bread
taking
for you. And
all
people are
your
like, I
jobs.
don't think
But
so.
this is the thing. A lot of people are dividing their vote based off of who they have passion for. At this point, you're saying don't vote for who you have a passion for. And
No,
what they
do
stand
that
for.
in the
Now,
primaries.
In the
No,
primaries,
in the
just saying
primaries you do
whoever-
that.
Right.
And if people
that's
like
what happened
yourself,
last time.
Shani, understood the process, they would understand and stop just trying to gloss over everything. They will understand that there's a primary where you get to place for the person you have passion
Right,
for,
there's
and then
passion.
there's the main election.
But last time, people did that, and then when that person didn't advance, they didn't want to go
Because
to
they
You're right.
don't
didn't wanna vote for
understand the
some-
process,
No. They
didn't
and they
wanna vote for
fell for the
somebody that they don't
okie doke.
believe.
And now you got the president of the United States paying off farmers because the farmers believed him and they broke as hell. And now he's got to spend double the money Barack had to spend to save the auto industry, to keep people employed, to save farms. So we're going to spend double the money.
Yeah. And all of
Double.
these politics are going to continue and continue and continue.
But that
There'll be different people that.
So you should move back to Trinidad.
I mean, it's politics there too. We chat, bro. We chat.
So I mean,
Don't talk to the kids,
so
bro.
thanks for coming out. Keep going to high schools. People not gonna have jobs, and we're gonna just be a hamster on a wheel.
Nah, everybody- no, you don't have to do what I do.
Or participate in multiple things
Right. But I'm saying
and try to be a part of a solution.
I'm saying everybody doesn't have to do the same thing. I'm not saying that we all just
But
talk
we
to high school
do
students.
need you, though.
Man, get out of here with that BS, son. Walk your ass over to the voting poll on voting day, which costs you $0, and check a goddamn box, man.
Right. I mean, there's
People
a lot of
died
things.
for that rate, bro. People
Like, I don't
died.
understand.
Right,
Like,
but
people
that's-
get so caught. Yo, it's Babylon. Yo, you live in
Babylon.
Babylon, son.
Right,
You pay
exactly.
taxes in Babylon.
You have no
Babylon's
choice.
running around your neighborhood. Yo, Babylon this, Babylon that. Yo, the media's this. Yo, all of y'all full of BS, son.
All of
Walk
this
your
is-
ass over to the voting poll, get your
politics
little lame ass
isn't BS.
sticker, and check the box,
Shani,
man.
you know I don't want to agree with Ebro in an argument against you, but he's right. He's right.
Walk your
I mean,
lame ass over to
I
the
didn't say
voting
that.
poll
Now he's being
and
mean,
check the
but I agree.
box,
But
man.
I'm not saying that he's wrong. He's saying that I'm wrong.
No, you're making excuses, son.
I'm not
People
making excuses.
people like you want to stir it up and confuse everybody
I'm
instead
not
of
confusing
focusing on
anybody.
one thing at a time.
We just want
right?
you to vote.
All we talking about right now is the fact
it.
that
Just
when there's a
participate.
Democrat up there, if you really don't like Trump, walk your ass over to the voting poll and vote.
Yo, vote.
Nah, I ain't voting for him. I ain't with it.
I got news for you. Keep your mic off and don't say nothing when we trying to figure out how to get this dude out the White House.
I mean, Rosenberg set it off. I ain't set it off.
Just be quiet. How about that?
I don't know why you won't. Well, let's move on. But you need to.
I don't
think
even
about
care
it.
if people like him vote, son.
All right.
No, yes,
There's
you
a
do.
bunch of new people turning 18 this year. There's a bunch of new people turning 18 this year. We can leave these people on the sidelines. I hate to say it. Stay your ass on the sideline. These young people is out here walking and voting and protesting they believe. So I'll go with them.
Hopefully.
Facts.
I go with them.
I'd like
the
to
rest of
never
y'all complaining ain't no solution, whatever. Peace, deuces. Sit over there and keep just giggling and doing your work. It's beautiful. And then when the money frees up, we'll sprinkle some dough on your community organization while you complain. It's Hot 97.